Hello everybody, just thought I'd show you my next project. We've decided to go for our own campervan build. So we've gone out and found ourselves what I think is a really nice van, very good baseline for a campervan build. It's a Volkswagen Crafter, 2018 Volkswagen Crafter, so it's the newer type, which is this sort of low emissions type, which should make it easier for accessing if we have to access sort of cities, etc. in the future. So I'll just give you a quick look at the actual vehicle now. So this is the van, nice white X sort of motorway maintenance van with a beautiful yellow stripe up the side, but it's very, very clean. It's been very well looked after. We've got a full service history with it, and as you can see, very clean, nice and shiny, no dents, one or two little marks here and there, a few stone chips on the bonnet, but basically it's a really clean van. And this is the inside, as you can see, you know, a little bit of a stain there, but the rest of the inside is really clean and tidy, even though the sort of paneling is all clean and very, very good. Obviously most of this is going to be changed anyway, you know, when we do the build, the bulkhead's got to come out, etc. So we look inside here. We've got the 3 seats in the front. We're in the middle of actually cleaning this inside. It was pretty clean when we had it, but we give it a once over ourselves. So we've got the 3 seats in the front, possibly looking to do a twin seat spin around on this one. We'll see how things go. Got to finalise the design, but I mean, you know, as far as clean vans go, it's pretty good. With obviously a lot better than what we've seen everywhere else. The wonderful chevrons have got to come off, but the actual van itself, as you can see, you look down the van, it's absolutely spot on. So perfect for what we actually want to do, and a total blank canvas. So this is going to be the next build for us to be on our travels. Take a while, I'm sure, but got to start somewhere. This is the area we've cleared in the garden here. Got to do a lot more work here to get this sorted, but this then will enable me to put the van over onto this section, so it's out the way, doesn't interfere with the drive, and we can just sort of, I can get on with building it, you know, as and when, and it's not really going to be in the way of anything. So there we go. That's the new Volkswagen Crafter campervan build that we're embarking on. Okay, so we had a bit of a session yesterday evening, and we've taken out the bulkhead and all the ply lining in the van. Bit of a job, to be honest, with 1 or 2 bits of the ply, because it was sort of down the bottom, didn't really want to come out, but we've got it out now, so now we can actually strip and clean everything out. So as you can see, removing the bulkhead there really opens up the van. We intend on fitting a swivel base to the double seat on the passenger side there, so we can spin that around, which will open up the that area much more as well. We're trying to finalize the layout on this side, trying to decide. I think we're going to go with the shower cubicle, and it's just going to be positioning of that to work out where we're going to go. We're going to go for the bed going across ways to save on length space, because it's a medium wheelbase van, which is going to mean we're going to need to cut all this out to fit some flares or side pods on the van to make the sides a little bit wider, and obviously we're going to be fitting windows in the side door and on this side here. So these are the things we want to try and get done before the colder weather comes in the coming months, because obviously trying to bond stuff in when the colder weather this year makes it a bit more difficult. When that's all done, then we can work inside. Even if it's a bad day, it's raining, we can still work inside and it's not a problem. But as you can see, this lot needs a damn good clean, so that's the job today. We need to clean all of this out, scrub everything out, and see where we are, see if there's anything needs to be repaired, or anything needs to be sort of touched up, if there's any rust on the floor or anything. But that's the next job, get on and clean all this out. Okay, we've just spent probably 4.5 hours cleaning all the lower level of this van. It's taken quite a while to get everything off, some sort of resiny sort of compound all around here, around the locks, etc., which is a bit of a pain in the backside. But as we can see, that's looking pretty good. I need to get some of these screw holes sorted out now. I think I'm going to just pop rivet them to seal them back up. Then I'm going to put a layer of paint over the floor. Probably go with Hammerite just to give it some sort of rust protection. There's one or two bits here that are sort of, you know, where the paint is chipped, so you could probably do with a lick of paint just to make sure any sort of water or anything gets in there in the future for whatever reason. It's best to do it now, I think, while it's out. Doesn't hurt. Costs a couple of quid extra, but I think it's worth doing in the long run. But as we can see, looking pretty clean and a lot better than it did when we started. Okay, another day on, and today's job was to fill in all the screw holes that I took when I took the plywood out. Fill those holes in. I used pop rivets for that to make sure that the hole was filled properly, rather than just using some sort of sealant in there. So they were pop riveted in. Every hole was painted first as well to stop any rust encroaching out from the hole. So I used Hammerite for that, which is pretty good stuff for sort of rust inhibiting. I've used it many times before. So each hole painstaking, and I'll show you now exactly how many rivets I actually used. So there they are, all of those. Comes to a grand total of 117 pop rivets of various sizes to fill all the holes in the floor from the existing plywood that was down, which I think is a ridiculous amount to use, but there we are. That's what was there, but they're all now sealed up and sorted. So this is the job, because I pop riveted everything, then painted the entire floor with Hammerite. It was pretty good anyway, but look at that now. What a difference. I mean, look at the rear sill here and the wheel arches. I mean, that one's got a dent in, but it's not the end of the world. But the wheel arches are all painted. All of this will help with rust if we get any moisture in the van, if we tip anything in the van. But as you can see, it really does look like a new vehicle. And I'll go down the side here. Let's go down the side, and there we are. I painted the front step as well. I think I might do another coat on that, but I mean, that is a way better job than what it was. Absolutely fantastic. So that's taken me today, what's it, it's 6:15 now, so that's probably about 7.5 hours today, the entire day pretty much, to fill in all the pop rivets, seal everything up, and then paint. But good day's work and a fantastic layer now, base layer now, clean, rust proofed, and we can, you know, put our insulation and our flooring down in the future straight on top of this. So well worth the effort. Okay, next stage we have is to deal with the chevrons and the fluorescent strip down the side of the van. Not really something I'm looking forward to do, so I don't know how good it's going to come off. Done a little bit of research, and we've got a heat gun here, so we can warm with a heat gun, and hopefully that's going to ease things off. I'm going to do a time lapse on this to sort of show it and see how long it actually takes to get everything off, rather than just film it in real time, because it'll probably take a while, I would imagine. So let's get on with that and see how we go. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought. Probably about 2 hours, I would think, all in all, to remove everything off the back doors and off the side, the strips off the side. We're going to wipe down to get the residue off the side. I haven't done the back doors just yet, but it's looking pretty good, to be honest with you. So there we are. That's the back doors, all cleaned, chevrons removed, and looks pretty good. Got a small little dent here, which isn't so bad, and a little bit of a dent there, which is nothing much. Hopefully try and pop those out, but we've got a little bit of sort of residue here, but that's going to come off, and use some panel wipe on that to get that off, and we'll see how it goes. But pretty pleased with that, to be honest. It's quite clean, and the side here, all the side is all done. You can consider the yellow strip was running down here. Doesn't really look like there was a strip there at all, to be honest. It's come up absolutely lovely. I'll go around the other side here, and same this side, all the way down. And I've taken off that tatty diesel sticker that was on the fuel cap, but there we are. She's all cleaned and tidy, done, and all the floor inside is painted now with all the old screw holes riveted. So basically that's the full strip down of the interior. The floor obviously riveted, patched with patched all the holes with the rivets, full paint inside, and all the decals removed from outside and a good clean down. So we are ready now to start sound deadening while we wait for the pods to arrive in a couple of weeks time, and then obviously there'll be the windows and the pods to install. So I'm going to wrap this video up a bit on what we've got done so far. So we've got our base now, all good, clean, solid base to start building the camper van going forward. So I hope you enjoy the video, and hope that you'll follow the build process. I'm going to be learning some new things, I'm sure, and hopefully sort of share experiences with people. If you enjoy the video, be great if you could give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It would support the channel. So hopefully we can get some more videos going forward as well, and it'd be interesting to see if this build goes as well as I hope it will. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye now.